Hey guys, I'm Alkeeper here, and today we have a slightly different video than I used to make. Today we have like a tip and trick video on how to memorize algs faster. Okay, so this is a question that a lot of people that I know that are into cubing ask me a lot. How do you memorize your algs? Or how do you memorize your algs faster? And it isn't quite hard. So tip number 1, do not learn more than 3 algs a day. Why? Because they get mixed up in your head and you forget them pretty easily. So make sure that if you're learning algs, make sure that you're not learning more than 3 a day, because you can get slightly confused. Unless you have, of course, a memory capacity that I don't have. And it's pretty easy for you to memorize moves. Second, subdivide your algs and trigger moves. So if we have these OLO, you can memorize it move by move, which is R, U, R prime, U prime, R, F prime. Or you can memorize it by triggers. So if you observe this algorithm and analyze it, you'll notice that it is composed of 2 trigger moves, which is sexy move and sledgehammer. Another thing that I like to do is apply colors to each trigger move. So for example, for me, sexy move has always been red. So like in the case that I taught you before, this will look like red and then blue. So I assign colors to each trigger move, and it kind of makes it easier for me to memorize algorithms. That is also another thing you can do, which is naming your own trigger moves that are easy to remember, at least to your muscle memory. So for example, if I wanted to name that last trigger move like that, maybe I would name it, I don't know. Be creative with your names. If you're learning an alg, practice it very slowly at first. Make sure you let your muscle memory kind of get into the algorithm. So repeat it a lot of times and repeat it slowly. And by the time you repeat it a lot of times and slowly, and you know and kind of notice what the algorithm does, for example, this T-perm, what it does, it gets this corner out, you reinsert it, you get this corner in the opposite slot, and then fix it in the right slot. And that's basically the T-perm. So if you get to analyze and do it slowly, and see how the pieces move, then you'll start to learn algorithms faster, because you won't just memorize them, but you will know why they work for, or what they work for. So that's the point of algorithms. You have to know how the pieces in your cube move, and then that's way easier to memorize. Step 1, make sure you don't memorize more algorithms than your head can, because you'll get them mixed up. Step 2, subdivide the algorithms into trigger moves. Step 3, assign colors or names to your trigger moves. It makes it way easier to remember and to solve. And step 4 and kind of 5, it's 1, practice very slowly so that your muscle memory gets the algorithm going. And step 5, when you're doing that slowly, make sure you analyze how the pieces in your cube move. And that will make it way easier to memorize algorithms. So yeah, this video is slightly different than what I usually do, but I guess it's a question that a lot of people ask themselves. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.